guys, and welcome to my 1 month postpartum update and labor and delivery story. It's pretty crazy that I am now a mother. I have a baby and a lot has changed. A lot has been going on and I'm just still learning the ropes here. But I have to make this really quick because I feel like she'll be waking up anytime soon now and I have to run around and do stuff today, so I figured now that she's still sleeping, I should just record. I'm so excited to be back because I've been itching to record. I don't know about vlogging just yet. So I am, you know me, I have my iPad, so I'm still lost here. But anyways, I'm recovering just fine. To be honest, I don't even know how to start this. Alright. But yes, I am recovering just fine. Obviously, when it comes to a newborn, you are very sleep deprived. It's not about your schedule anymore. It's not about you. It's about the baby. We work around the baby's time now. But she's a lot better though because I'll admit the first several weeks when we brought her home, it was really, really tough. It was a challenge. It was a lot of trial and error with her. And up until like 3.5 weeks, it felt like we got something going on, like a routine, and she's just doing a lot better. But overall, in general, yes, I am fine. I'm healing fine. I did tear, I don't know if this is TMI, but I did tear, but the doctor said I only had 2nd degree, so it wasn't too bad for my first time. Emotionally, oh yeah, I went through my baby blues. It was, it was tough. I cried every other day, if not every day, and it was all the hormones, like I swear. I cried to Dith, I cried to my mom, I cried to my friends, and I felt better after I let out to my feelings, I vented and all that stuff, and I think sharing stories and like just being there for everyone, or people being there for me, it just made me feel a lot better because most of my friends are moms or they're experienced with having children and all that stuff, so it just made me feel better knowing that it wasn't just me that felt this way or like had to go through the situations that I went through and all that stuff. So I just feel like this update's gonna be very all over the place because I thought I was prepared, but I think it's because of the fact that I'm in a time crunch, so I'm sorry if this video is just unorganized. So yeah, my baby blues, they lasted for about 3.5 weeks, and I am feeling a lot better. I'm very, very happy and so much in love with Riley, and overall my mental being is just like a lot better. Like, I don't think I have postpartum. I just don't feel like I do or whatever, like I cuddle with her whenever she's awake, I talk to her, I sing to her, and I'm just so happy now. I had my doctor's appointment yesterday, on Friday, June 14th, or July 14th, and everything's fine. I mean, I was curious on how much weight I lost though, and I am at 137, so I lost a lot of weight, more than what I actually started. I think I started at what? 143 and I'm 137, so I lost an additional 7 to 8 pounds. how I lost the weight was I was on a 31-day restricted diet / cleanse. In our culture, after you give birth, the woman has to like go on this restricted body internal cleanse or whatever, where I couldn't eat anything but chicken soup and rice. Like I couldn't even do fruits or veggies. I couldn't even add spices. I couldn't even season anything. It was just straight bland. Like it was no taste, not. There was just like no flavor. The only flavor that I tasted was just from the boiled chicken, and that was one of the reasons why I think my baby blues were just really bad, because when you have to eat the same thing 3 times a day for 31 days, it gets boring and it gets very frustrating because you want to eat. Like I wanted a burger, I wanted a steak, I wanted sushi, hell I even wanted to drink. But I mean, I think that was because of the fact that I was so restricted that I just wanted anything and everything. And 2 weeks in, I asked my mom every day if I could stop, but then she was like, well, you're already 2 weeks in, you just have 14 more days left, you can do it. I'm like crying on the phone like, Mom, this sucks, like why do you let me, like why can't I just stop? Because I guess my aunts, they had to go through that too, and they stopped at 2 weeks because they couldn't do it. They couldn't hang on for another 14 days or so or whatever, but my mom was just super strict on me. She was like, no, you have to do this in order for your body to go back to normal, to be a lot healthier. You have to do this. You just have to follow it. On top of that restricted diet, I had to I couldn't drink cold water. I couldn't drink anything but hot water or tea. I guess behind that story is drinking warm or hot tea, water, or whatever. It prevents you from getting clots or something like that. I don't know the whole underlying story, but it just sucked. On top of the diet and the very limited beverages or fluids, I had to steam myself. And what it was is my mom had this medicinal concoction, and I had to boil it every other day or so, and then go under a blanket and then inhale the vapors or inhale the steam. And it's just like a sauna, I guess. If you go to the gym or something, and then if they have a sauna for you, you just go in and then you just sit there and then just sweat it all out. And I think that helped a lot with my cleanse, I guess, losing weight and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it with my whole 31-day restricted diet cleanse. It was the food, the fluids, the steam, and I think, yeah, it was really, really tough. Okay, it was tough. I thought I couldn't make it. I thought I was gonna be like, Mom, can I just do 2 weeks or 3 weeks? I was trying to compromise with her, but am I glad that I did it? Yeah, kind of, sort of. I'm just glad that I'm done with the 31 days. Hell, the next day, after my doctor's appointment, I went to Starbucks, got me a coffee. I went to go get a donut, and then, we went to go have lunch. And I didn't want anything too heavy because I knew that, having to eat chicken for freaking 31 days, I didn't want to have diarrhea or have stomach pains, because I didn't want to shock my body. So I just had a soup and salad. I went light. But later that night for dinner, I went to a local bar and indulged in bar food. But I didn't drink, though. I was tempted, but I'm not ready mentally, because you were pregnant for 9 months, went on a restricted diet for another month, so I've been sober for 10 months or so, so do I want to drink? I don't know. I don't have the urge to drink like that, but I'm just not ready. I'm not gonna force myself, and I hope people don't pressure me to drink or whatever, not because, oh, you're not pregnant anymore or whatever, but hopefully they respect my wishes, and I'll drink when I'm ready. But right now I just feel like with her being so young and such a newborn that, you know, I have a responsibility. I don't want to, like, you know, I'm a mother, like, I just don't, it's not about me anymore, you know. Sleeping schedule. Yeah, as a parent, you lose a lot of that. What came down to 7 to 8 hours a day or a night, like, just shortened to like 2-3 hour increments. And like I said, the first several weeks when we brought her home, it was just really tough. I think it was because of the fact that, you know, you bring this baby home and you try to you try to transition, you try to find a routine, you see what works, what doesn't work, and it was tough. But I feel like lately, or just starting now, now that we know how to read her cues and all that stuff, we know what she wants, and she is pretty good when it comes to her nighttime. She wakes up 2 to 3 times a night for her bottle, and she just goes back down to sleep. I don't have a routine just yet, but I mean, I think so far we're doing a lot better than what we were when we brought her home. My plan was to breastfeed, and I am no longer breastfeeding. I went to formula because, again, going back to my baby blues, I was just so stressed and overwhelmed that I felt that I couldn't provide naturally for Riley. So we just switched to formula, and I feel a lot better. Or, well, it was a really tough decision to make because, you know, as a mother, you want to provide for your child as much as you can. But I think with the stress and the overwhelming feelings, I was just freaking myself out. I felt like she wasn't getting enough from me because she was waking up frequently, and, you know, with waking up frequently, you know, I'm just super tired, and my boobs were just so engorged. They hurt so bad that, like, I cried, and she couldn't latch on because it hurt. And I just didn't know anything about engorgement. I wish people would have told me about that. So, yeah. Yeah, and engogement's not a good feeling, I'll tell you. But I mean, hey, more power to women who can. I couldn't do it. I just felt like breastfeeding was like a part-time job, and it wasn't for me. I'm just happy that she was able to get my colostrum or my first milk at the hospital, but I just didn't have the patience. It was just too much for me. So, but I mean, she's well fed. I'm happy that she's eating, and more the fact that I can see how much she's eating. And with breastfeeding, I didn't know how much, and I think that was one of the few reasons why I just couldn't do breastfeeding anymore, because with the frequent feedings, I just didn't know how much she was getting from me. Hell, I didn't even know if my milk came in. So I think that is pretty much it. I mean, when it comes to my postpartum update, if you have any other questions, just leave a comment down below, and I will answer it in my next one. And I think the next part is my labor and delivery story. So I did vlog a little bit up until I started pushing that day, and I will insert the clips here. It's Monday, June 12th, and I had my 39-week checkup, and my doctor said that I am 3 centimeters dilated, 60% thinned out, and she thinks I'll be delivering or having the baby sometime this week. I'm not due until Monday the 19th, but she thinks I'll be delivering before my due date. And I'm freaking out because, like, I don't know, like, I can't think straight. I don't know how to rest. I almost cried during the visit because, like, I was just so scared. I don't know what to expect. This whole day today at work, I was experiencing, like, tightness around my belly area, and I thought they were Braxton Hicks and all that stuff. And I told my coworkers that it was like I was experiencing them like consecutively, I guess, or it was just very consistent. And she was like, "You might be in early stage of labor," and luckily today was my appointment, and my doctor confirmed that I am. So now it's just the waiting game. She said that I need to count at least 4 contractions in 1 hour for 2 hours. Either that situation, or if my water breaks anytime soon, or if I'm experiencing like super major pains and then I have to go in. She did strip my membranes, and a lot of people thought it was going to be really bad and uncomfortable, but it wasn't too bad actually. Maybe because of the fact that she's already head down and she's like, she's already down in my pelvic bone, I guess you can say. I don't know. But, oh my god. Maybe we'll be able to meet her sooner than we thought. And I'll keep you guys updated. Good morning. This is a change of scenery because my water broke at 4:30 this morning, Tuesday, July 13th. And huh? Oh shit. I'm like I seriously cannot think. I can't think straight. I can't relax. I'm just so nervous. I woke up this morning at 3:30 due to contractions, and I was counting them. And last night I was getting maybe 3 or 4 of them, or 2 or 3 every hour. And then I went to sleep, or I went to bed like around 9:30. Woke up at 3:30 and counted at least 5 to 6 in 1 hour. And then like around 4:30 I felt like this pop, and I thought it was the baby kicking. And then I decided to go and use the bathroom, and then when I went to the bathroom, like it just gushed. Like it was not my urine or anything, so that was a little bit freaky. I called the nurses line, and then they told me that I should just come in just to confirm, and it's go time. We're gonna have a baby within the next few hours, next day, who knows, but we're gonna come home with a baby. Are you ready? So it's almost 11 o'clock and I am dilated to 6.5. The contractions were just getting so bad that I had to resort to getting pain meds, fentanyl through IV, and I'm having a contraction right now. So I got the pain med through IV, and it just takes the edge off. I can still feel the contractions, but it's just not as bad. I'm hoping she will be here. Well, the nurse says, she's here till 3, and she's hoping that she'll be here by 3, or I don't know, we'll see what happens. She's gonna check my cervix again in about 30 minutes to see if the fentanyl will help progress my dilation and all that stuff. But other than that, then I feel fine. I'm trying to rest and relax. And then we'll just go from there. It's a little past 7:30, and I chose the epidural at 6:30. I labored naturally for about 15 hours until it got super intense, and I couldn't do it. So before the epidural, I was at an 8, and it just got so intense that I figured, like, let me just get the epidural, because to reach even a 9 or a 10, it was just too much. My pain scale was like off the roof. So I have the shakes right now because it's one of the effects of getting an epidural. We'll be starting to push like around 8 o'clock, and hopefully we will have her before 9 and go from there. honestly, deciding to get an epidural was probably a good choice because I just feel so relaxed and I was able to dilate all the way, because if I didn't, it would have been just too unbearable that maybe it would have hindered my dilation, and I don't know what would have happened, but I'm glad that I decided to get the epidural. But anyways, I'll see you guys when we have her. We finally get to go home.
Are you sure she's locked in?
Yep, she's locked in. I checked.
Do you want to bring this down?
Nope, you can leave it up. We get to go home. It's Thursday, the 15th. Oh man, we are so excited to go home.
Let's not call anybody over until we set up.
That's fine.
Get everything in the house.
This girl, man.
Here we go. This is the true test now.
Yep, true test. But I think we got this. We can do it.
The nurses really didn't help us out too much other than answer questions.
No, yeah, I think that's what they want us to do, though. You know.
It's just kind of learn on our own.
Yeah. Time to go home, baby girl. So I got my epidural at 6:30, and then between 7 to 8, we kind of started practicing to push or whatever. But then I think between 8 and 9, that's when, like, all right, we gotta get this baby out here. And I pushed for about 2 hours and she came out at 8:59, she was born at 8:59, June 13th, 2017, and my whole world just totally changed within a matter of time, and now she's here in the other room, and she's my little princess. And you know, my birth plan was to go natural as much as possible, and I think I did pretty good up until the 15th hour when I decided to get the epidural, because it was just too much pain for me. I thought I could do it, couldn't. More power to women who can. But so yeah, I was in labor for 18 hours, and up until the 15th hour, that's when I decided to get the epidural. And that was the best decision I've ever made. I wanted the epidural like around 3 p.m. or 3 in the afternoon, but then the nurse that I had that time, she was like, you know, you're doing such a good job. And she was such a good support person, because like I wanted the epidural then. I was just like, this is just too much for me or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then she was like, no, you should try this, you should try that, you know. She was just so helpful, because I think if I got the epidural sooner, I would have been kind of regretful or kind of felt bad that I kind of chickened out. But I think I did pretty good at the 15th hour, and then the last 3 was an epidural. The one thing that I did ask right away when I got admitted to the birth center was, when is it too late to get the epidural? Because I heard that if you're at 8 or 9 centimeters dilated, they usually don't give you an epidural, or they won't let you because you're already too far along. But then like the nurses were like, no, you can get the epidural whenever you want. So I was just like, okay. Like I kept a mental note about that, because you know, once I'm too far in, you know, and I want the epidural, then they wouldn't have given it to me. But the situation I was in, I think I was in a good position. But the only reason why I decided to get the epidural was because the nurse that I had at that time, she was like, oh, you're at a 9, almost 10 centimeters, and then in a few hours here we'll have a baby. When the doctor came in, she checked me again. She was like, no, you're at an 8. You're not even close to a 9. I was like, give me the epidural, because that's when my contractions and the back pain was just getting more frequent and more painful. And when those contractions happened, I went into a whole new dimension, because I was just in my own world. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't breathe, for one, because it hurted so bad. Yeah, it was, I guess, according to Dith, I was like a monster, I guess. I don't remember being a monster. I just remembered so much pain, and once that epidural went in, I was just so happy and so much relaxed. I was just relaxed, and oh no, she's crying now. I think this is a good time to introduce you guys to Riley. How about that? Alright, are you guys ready? Oh, she's about to sneeze. Nope. I think baby sneezes are so cute. She just woke up. And this is Riley. Riley. Hi, baby. Good morning. She is, oh my gosh, she is the cutest little thing ever. I love the smell of baby's breath. But yes, she's awake. Hi, baby. You ready to go on an adventure today? Oh, I know, life is so hard. Life is so hard. But yes, this is Riley, my little peanut here. She was born June 13th, 17 at 8:59 at night. She is a vacuum baby, so in order to put her to sleep, or if she were to fuss, we have to turn on the vacuum, and she just knocks right out. And it's just so weird, because I mean, I tried the rain sounds and our kitchen fan, and nothing worked. And Daddy was like, let's just try on the vacuum, or just turn on the vacuum and see what happens. And boom, it worked. So instead of wasting electricity every time she fusses or whatever, or turning it on, I had to find it on YouTube. She likes a particular vacuum sound. We have the Dyson vacuum, and for a while I just did regular vacuum sounds, and she just did not like it, so I had to YouTube Dyson vacuum sounds. And luckily someone was very nice enough to record a 10-hour one, and I turned it on, and she's calm. But okay. Mommy's done. But anyways, you guys, thank you for watching. I'm so happy to be back. I will see you guys in my next postpartum update. Okay, let's change you and let's go. Okay, bye guys. One thing I forgot to show you guys, I don't know if you guys want to, or if you guys are curious, but I'll show you guys my stomach and how much flatter I got, or well, how much it went down, I guess you could say. So this is where I'm at. This is a unitard, so I'm not gonna be able to show you guys my stomach, but I still have my linea nigra, the line, and it's slowly fading, but my stomach is a lot flatter. But I mean, obviously, by all means, I don't have abs or anything, so I'm gonna have to work on that. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it.